First, we're talking Pennsylvania. Issues with mail-in voting already emerging as a federal prosecutor investigates 9 discarded mail-in ballots. Again, this is Pennsylvania. 7 of those ballots were votes for President Trump. Now let's go to Texas. Ken Paxton, Texas Attorney General, is with us now. Ken, you're looking into, I think it's called vote harvesting, right? And it's a scheme involving 4 county commissioners, again, in Texas. What kind of mail-in ballot fraud are we talking about here?
So we have a county commissioner in Gregg County who won by 5 votes. And when they looked back at how the election took place, if you look across the entire county, there were 12 mail-in ballots that were checked disabled. In the precinct that this commissioner won in, there were, I think, 376 disabled ballots. So the numbers didn't quite match up with the rest of the county. And so those types of sort of numbers brought on the investigation.
I don't understand. The numbers didn't match up, so what? I mean, I don't get it. Sorry, Ken, I'm a little thick this morning. Tell me more.
So it was just very unusual for the entire county to only have 12 total. And then suddenly in this one precinct where this guy won by 5 votes, for there to be 376 boxes checked disabled. Turns out through the investigation, these were able-bodied voters, for the most part, who had no knowledge and did not consent to filling out these ballots. Somebody filled out the ballots for them. So the numbers looked strange. The elections offices looked into it and started realizing that these votes were fraudulently cast.
So the fact that millions of mail-in ballots are being mailed in several states, that means we may see the problem you're talking about on a much bigger scale come the November election. That's where you're going with this, right?
That's exactly right. And I know just from our own investigations over the last 10 years, 66% of our cases are mail-in ballot fraud. So we know that's where the fraud occurs. It's just easier than it is if you have to show up in Texas with a photo ID. It's a lot harder to commit fraud than it is by a ballot that gets mailed out and we don't know we don't know who's turning them in.
It sure is. Now, Governor Abbott, Texas Governor Abbott, he's announced new legal proposals to keep police safe during the riots. I just want you to listen to this for a second, Ken. Watch the governor, please.
We are announcing more legislative proposals to do even more to protect our law enforcement officers, as well as do more to keep our community safe. Texas will always defend the First Amendment right to peacefully protest, but Texas is not going to tolerate violence, vandalism, or rioting.
Now, there is a poll in Texas that shows a majority of voters in that state say law and order is more important than the pandemic. So, Ken, I guess that Texas is taking a very hard line, unlike many other states.
Yeah, I applaud the governor for what he's doing. I think the legislature will step it up. I think we'll end up having more state police involved, for instance, in Austin, where the police force has been cut 34%. So I don't care what party you're from. People care about being safe, and I think it's an issue that certainly favors the Republican in this upcoming election.
Wait a second. You've got a reduction in the police budget in Austin, Texas of what, 34%? And you propose to move in authorities from maybe outside of Austin to take care of the problem. Is that how it works?
Well, so state police are centered in Austin. This is our capital city. They're right there. There's no reason the legislature could not provide more funds for state police to do more in our capital city than they're doing now, especially given the fact that Austin City Council has decided that they don't want to put those resources into safety and law enforcement.
Gee, do you think that might happen in New York, California, Illinois, New Jersey, Connecticut? I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but what do you think?
I don't see it, but I don't understand why any citizen would put up with this. This is a matter of public safety. It's a matter everybody should be concerned about. People have their lives, they have their children, they have their jobs, and if they're not safe, all of that is at risk.